What's up guys, there's so much of delicious food in today's video. It's about an amazing unlimited buffet restaurant in Navi Mumbai. With stunning ambience and an extensive menu, this place is absolute value for money. So do watch the complete video and let's get started. We are talking about the Union Bar and Eating House. The beautiful and spacious restaurant is popular for its delectable menu and lively ambience, which is perfect for family gatherings or friendly get-togethers. It's located on the first floor, and as soon as you enter, you can see how aesthetically this beautiful place is designed. We had come here on a weekday to enjoy their lunch buffet, so let's get straight to the food. We absolutely loved the inclusion of these welcome drinks in their buffet menu. There were two welcome drinks, the lychee sparkler and the strawberry punch, and along with that they also served some masala chas. The strawberry punch was so refreshing and perfectly sweet. It had the most beautiful balance of sweet and tangy. The lychee sparkler had a lovely hit of mint and soda, and the masala chas was a perfect accompaniment for the meal. Now let's move on to the starters. Loved the variety in their menu. The starters included both continental and Asian dishes, and the way all these dishes were presented in the buffet was spot on. That's a great looking paneer tikka. Let's take a look at all the options. Here's some pasta Florentine. Here are some vegetable cheesy cutlets followed by cauliflower Cantonese. The non-vegetarian starters included some cheesy chicken tikkas, pan-seared butter garlic fish, and butter chicken puff. Let's begin with the vegetarian starters. The paneer tikkas looked so tempting with their vibrant colors. The paneer were perfectly marinated and they had soaked in all the flavors. There was just the right amount of masala coated around it, and the cubes also had some subtle char marks. The paneer tikka was juicy and tender and flavorfully very balanced with those bold tandoori flavors. Next up is one of their Asian vegetarian starters, which is the cauliflower Cantonese. It's quite similar to gobi Manchurian. Little florets of cauliflower are first batter fried and then tossed in this delicious Asian sauce, which is a lovely blend of sweet and spicy. The covering of the cauliflower was nice and crispy, and the interiors were soft and tender. The finely chopped spring onions for garnishing made the dish look even more classy. It was a thoroughly cooked dish and really good in taste. Next up are these vegetable cheesy cutlets that were our favorite in the vegetarian starters. They were perfectly sized and they looked very inviting. They were like perfect finger food and we felt like munching on them one after the other. These were coin-sized vegetable tikkis that were coated with crispy breadcrumbs. We had it with some tandoori mayonnaise. The filling was moist and perfectly cooked, a beautiful blend of finely chopped vegetables and cheese, and it was perfectly pairing with the crunchy covering. There were some classic vegetarian starters as well, like these vegetable Manchurians. Taste-wise, these were flavorful and they had the perfect ratio of vegetables and the dough. Here's some pasta Florentine, which is garnished with some Italian herbs and basil leaves. It was a right balance of the penne pasta with a generous amount of white sauce. Florentine is a classic Italian dish which is very creamy and comforting. The consistency of the sauce was velvety smooth and it had subtle flavors of garlic and black pepper. Next up, here are some non-vegetarian dishes. Here are some chicken meatballs in arrabbiata sauce. Visually, this dish looked absolutely stunning. The little meatballs were placed in this beautiful tomato-based sauce, and all of that was garnished with some Italian herbs and mayonnaise. The chicken meatballs had the right size and they were perfectly cooked. The chicken had soaked all the prominent tangy tomato flavors, and the addition of mayonnaise and other sauces was enhancing the taste. Next up are these butter chicken puffs. Small tart-like flaky pastries are stuffed with some butter chicken. Taste-wise, it was like those chicken puffs that you get in bakeries. It was delicious and filling. Next up, it's time to have the pan-seared fish in butter garlic sauce. The name says it all. The tender cooked basa fish had a subtle covering of butter and garlic. The fish was cooked perfectly and it had a melt in mouth texture. Next up, I had the chicken in hot garlic sauce. The rich and thick Asian gravy had strong flavors of garlic and ginger, and they were complementing the chicken. They have a live counter section as well, and this day the dish was khao suey. Unlimited khao suey was one of the best part of this buffet. It was mainly a vegetarian khao suey, but there was an option to add prawns. Visually, the dish looked stunning with its gorgeous presentation. The khao suey was served in a very authentic way. As you can see, there are all kinds of toppings available. The main ingredient is the coconut broth or soup, and you have an option to either add rice or noodles. We went for the noodles. There were so many vegetable add-ons available like broccoli, mushrooms, zucchini, capsicum and carrots. And for garnishing, it included some fried garlic, fried peanuts, fried onions, chili flakes and a dash of lemon. The vegetarian protein included some tofus. Overall, the dish looked so colorful and vibrant. So let's taste this classic Burmese dish, starting with a squeeze of lemon. The prawns added into the dish had a very tempura-like light and airy coating. I mixed all those elements of the dish and took a bite, and what went into my mouth was an explosion of flavors. The sweetness from the coconut milk, the fragrance of lemongrass, sourness coming from the lemons, saltiness coming from the crispy peanuts, and the umami flavors of fried garlic and onions. Everything together was incredibly beautiful. The menu included both vegetarian and non-vegetarian soups. We had the vegetarian one and it was the green peas Thai soup. The soup had prominent flavors of green Thai curry and some sweetness coming from the mashed green peas. The texture of the soup was creamy and flavor-wise it was very comforting. The non-vegetarian option included a Mediterranean chicken soup. Next up is the salad section that includes both DIY and ready-made options. So you can customize any salad from these fresh ingredients, or you can try the ready-made ones. And it included two options, the watermelon feta salad and the chicken and zucchini salad. There was the Indian raita as well. The watermelon feta cheese salad was my absolute favorite. It was a lovely mix of watermelon cubes, walnuts, feta cheese, lettuce, and chia seeds. It was so refreshing and healthy. Texture-wise, it was so beautiful with juicy watermelon and creamy feta cheese. The walnuts and chia seeds were adding a nice nuttiness. Overall, it had a pleasant taste. Now let's move on to the main course. The main course again included both Asian and continental dishes. From spicy Chinese gravies to rich Indian ones, there was everything. There was some vegetable fried rice along with some steamed rice that you can have with this amazing looking dal. The dal had a beautiful tadka over it. We tasted a bit of everything, starting with this vegetable jalfrezi, and here are some veg Manchurian. The Chinese staples included noodles and fried rice. The noodles were tossed with a lot of exotic vegetables and they looked amazing. Here's some carrot and peas pulao that had a subtle smoky flavor. The noodles were cooked perfectly and they had just the right amount of spiciness. They were pairing well with the Chinese gravies. Then we had some steamed basmati rice with the dal tadka. The rich and creamy dal along with the perfectly cooked rice was so comforting. The tadka had added a beautiful flavor of garlic and chili. Moving on to the non-vegetarian main course, there was this Nagpur Sauji chicken curry. You can order any kind of Indian bread with the gravies. We ordered some butter rotis and we mentioned them to make it thinner and crispier, and they agreed. The butter roti looked really well made. It was easy to eat, perfectly made in the tandoor and going really well with the Indian curries. The Sauji chicken curry was bold and spicy. It's a popular curry from Nagpur whose base is dry roasted coconut and Indian spices. The onions add a nice caramelized flavor that beautifully blends with the spices. Next up, it was time for desserts, and it included both hot and cold options. So here's the dessert spread, starting with some moong dal halwa, some mango barfi, followed by some chocolate ecstasy and red velvet pastry. We loved the simplicity of the dessert section. There were just the right amount of options that you can easily enjoy after the heavy savory meal. The ice cream section included flavors like butterscotch and vanilla, which you can customize with some nuts and chocolate sauce. So this is how our dessert platter looked like. Firstly, I had the chocolate ecstasy. It had a mixture of chocolate brownie, chocolate sauce, Oreo cookies and whipped cream. It tasted very much like a chocolate ice cream cake. There were all kinds of textures, creamy and crunchy. Overall, a classic combination of chocolate and vanilla. Next up, I had the red velvet pastry. Texture-wise, the cake was moist and airy, and there was a perfect balance of the cake and cream. Among the Indian dessert options, this mango barfi was our favorite. This rich mango and milk based dessert was garnished with some finely chopped nuts and rose petals. The quality of this barfi was amazing and taste wise it was delicious. It had a beautiful flavor of mango, combined with the milky taste of mawa. The moong dal halwa was served piping hot. It had a beautiful grainy texture and the right amount of sweetness. Also loved their ice creams. The ambience was absolutely gorgeous and lovely with its earthen tones. They have a big LED TV screen so you can enjoy matches over here. The combination of good music and lighting makes it a perfect place to hang out with your friends or family. Talking about the price, we went on a weekday and for this buffet menu we paid around rupees 749 plus taxes per person. I think that's a superb deal and it includes both vegetarian and non-vegetarian options. So that was it about the Union Bar and Eating House. If you loved this video, then do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification, and we will see you in the next vlog. Goodbye.